hunt and sneak, I think. Maybe not. Well, actually with... no, wait, your stealth is terrible. Never mind. But still, that's pretty good. Who do we want to give this other ring to? You know what? Lassane, you don't need the backstab. Get some distraction, some armor. You can have the backstab. Alright, there is some fruit up there. We've got some dark wood that we haven't gained access to. Let's just go down this way. We can auto-resolve the sneak. That's not a very good shield. That's not a very good shield. Oh, there's two things. A good quality wooden ring with 4 sturdiness and 1 folklore. And a short sword that I don't really care about. 10 spider silk. 1 XP, 1 research point. Let's go ahead and take a look to see who would want that. Sturdiness is good for physical challenges, and Dooley's great at physical situations. Yeah, fast reaction on Dooley is pretty good. Although I'd probably want to remake that, make a new Siren's bracelet with something other than topaz. Because it's doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, you can have another ivory bracelet. That's fine. The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout. Let's try to hold on to something. And we got 1 XP. 1 Kamok, 4 tough bats, 3 others. We'll ignore them for now. Alright, so there's some dryad wood there. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot else around the Nimblewood, but this would be an okay spot. We've got 6 goblin warriors. Let's do a social challenge. You would hope Dooley is good with physical challenges. I mean, he is carrying a hammer and an anvil on his outfit. That's true. Look at all of this poison I've got. Jeez. Alright, well, I got a 5 first... Oh, that's right. Attractiveness is counter offense and first action. That's terrible. That is terrible. Well, I can first action Sherry for all the good that does. Sergeant Joe and Officer Dooley fighting crimes and looking coolly. You're welcome, Lil Bunny. You're welcome. I don't think we really need to worry too much about these, so the first actions will probably be more useful. We do have a 6 first action. So let's see, I've got a 5, a 6, a 3, a 2. So this 2 isn't going to do any good. A 4. So, 3 and the 4. So Yuri and Sherry. And 1 5 and 1 6. Tolpanzer would be the best in that regard. So, Sergeant Joe, you come on out. Let's go ahead and... I need to save some support allies for other people, but you can have 1. And then... Eelil, you come on out. Alright, so you got boosted up. That would take out Sergeant Joe, but... Okay, well... So I don't need to worry about the 6. Let's see, we've got the 5... 1 5. So... 8 and 2, 6 and 1, or 9 and 3. 9 and 3 is going to be the best, so Lysane, you come out, and then Denabre. Yeah, Goblin's not very good at the whole social thing, apparently. 6, 3, 4, and 5. So that's going to be all of them. Okay. Six. 5. 4. And then we'll do the 3 by support ally, and support ally. And then first action. 19. Overkill on Sherry. Why not? Perfect. Your opponents feel uneasy at first, but slowly it turns to outright fear and panic. They not only run away, but drop some of their stuff along the way. They dropped a lot of stuff. A boar spear, made entirely of wood. Let's break it down. A round shield, not very good. A good quality round shield. I guess we'll hold on to it for now. Bone Crusher, 14 damage, 3 poison. I'll hold on to it for now. Leather Jerkin. I think we can get... We've already got one. We've got other decent stuff. Break that down. Blunt Greatsword. Break that down. And a Gathering Tools. That's Gathering 2. We'll keep it. Take the stuff and continue. 1 XP, 1 research point. And might as well go visit this. Stumble across some ruins of an old city engulfed in mist and mystery. Let's go ahead and search it. You open one of the buildings, a strange-looking stone metal built affair, and you hear a clunky noise, then a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way. To arms! 1 skeleton, 4 hulking rats will auto-resolve. It's fine. It was 1 skull. Break down the round shield. Doctor's Medicus, break that down. We got 15 sandstone, 1 leather, 2 juicy chunks of meat, 11 mushrooms, 1 malachite. Take the stuff and leave the place. 2 XP, 1 research point. We want to check around here, see if there's anything good in any of those tiles, but I doubt it. And there's 3 wolves next to us that might attack us. They did not. So let's attack them. Apparently one of the wolves had a light crossbow. Why they had a light crossbow, I don't know, but they did. 8 meat, 2 fur leather, 2 bone. Take the loot and continue. 1 XP, 1 research point. Okay, can anyone actually use this crossbow? Let's give it to Karn, because Karn can carry a crap ton of stuff. And we'll give this bow to Kijikun. There's more bird meat down there. Well, get some topaz. You see the skies darken and the air getting heavy. The wind picks up and thunder strikes. Strangely, this seems to happen only around you, as you see clear skies up ahead. So we can try to go around the storm or run away. I do not have the other 2 options available. Let's try to go around the storm. You try to step aside carefully, but you soon realize this is not a natural storm. You see several winged figures charging you from the skies. 2 arms, fight, 4 skull, or a 3 skull hex. These are clearly wind demons. Try to use magic to banish them. So, we would definitely have an easier time with the fight. But hex, we can get a little bit of magic. Is Topaz too good to pass? It's not too good to pass, but it's probably worthwhile getting since we're going to be here gathering anyway. So let's go ahead and try to use some magic to banish them. 3 Skull Hex Challenge. You know the right ritual to banish such demons, so you can try to perform it quickly. Begin the ritual. So 4 Hex cards, but we don't have a whole lot of magic in our group. The question is, of course, yes, you're over here. Thank you, game. Alright, we'll keep in play. Alright, do we have any first actions? We got to a 2 first action. That's not going to help much. We can counter tactic. We can counter offense. See what you end up doing. You are out. Okay. So we're looking at 12, 13, 14 damage coming our way. If I put out Farron, that will be a lot of that sucked up, so it might be worthwhile. And there's basically... Well, I should have counter-offensed with you. Oh well. Actually, Kijikun might be better because Kijikun has shielding already. So let's do that. But then let's go ahead and shield. You're not going to be doing anything. Shield. And shield. Okay. So, we'll take most of that damage up. So that's fine. And then Kijikun will take out either one of those. MDB. Farron. Tenebrae. Just get you guys out. And I think we got this one in the bag. You are the best witch indeed. Although Dooley is a pretty good witch too, with that magic. We have one. Okay, we got 6 Moonstone. Very nice. And Kijikun, +2 magic, +1 intelligence. 6 intelligence, 7 magic. And MDB, same thing. 9 magic and 10 intelligence. Pretty nice. And Sherry and Lysane both get a Blessing of Magic for 3 magic for 10 turns. Gather up the loot and leave. The ritual worked, and the Villi shriek in pain and run away from you. One of them is struck by the magic so badly that she turns into a pile of precious stones that fall beneath your feet. Got the loot and leave. 8 XP at 2 research points. So it's good to know that we can take those out. Alright, we got extra people. Let's see what we want to make some things that, yeah, there we go. We'll make some more skull rings. Skull rings are useful. However, Cressons, you make some fish salad, and DNA, you make some bird roast. Alright, we're getting one of those per turn. We are not getting one of these per turn, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go, getting one of those per turn. We are getting one of those per turn. So we're not quite getting bird roast, but once we get this, then we will. We'll be getting bird roast every turn. Alright, what else do we want? I'm gonna bump that up. Any other jewelry that we want to make? So what would we get with this? Mountain Heart Amulet. Alright. Don't really care about that. What do we get with the gold? Gold Signet, Feint and Ranged Damage. Nah. Craft Tools. would be 4 craft at 28 weight. That's pretty good. I'm not sure that that's worth it, though. 11.5. We'll just take the 12% for coal. So yeah, let's make a couple of these. I think that ends up being the lightest. So we can make 4 of those. That's good. Shields, we don't really have all that much other than, like, making some more floating shields. Which I would kind of like to make a couple more, I think. What a chance. We got 12.5%. You know what? We'll use some of the silver here. That's okay. That's 14.3. I'll just take this. That works out okay. Make 3 of those. And then one-handed swords. Could make one with steel. See what we get out of this. Alright, so that would be 11 damage, 6 shielding, 1 magic, weight of 60. I mean, it's not bad. I could make a Coasties Stabber that's 10 damage, 6 shielding, and 2 magic. That would be pretty good. And if we're gonna do that, would we be able to, I could go for 14%. I think that's gonna be worth it, making 1 of these. Let's do that one next. And then one-handed swords. Let's just make some, you know, fairly junky stuff trying to get... just trying to get our research points. What could we do with the elven wood, I wonder? Got a lot of malachite now. Alright, 4 damage, 6 shielding, 2 dexterity. That would be weight 45. And I think the malachite should give us some bonuses. That would be 5, 7, and 2. Not really worth it. 3, 6, yeah. Let's just do the malachite. Might end up with some decent swords out of it. I'll put down there. How much am I willing to put in? We could do 100, use up most of the malachite. I can get most of it back. And then finally, one-handed swords. What could we do with quartz? And emerald. I mean, not emerald, amber. 3, 5, that is 4 research points. Seems good. We'll go with that. This will just be for more research. Make 11 of them. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Moonstone spears. Yeah, I have. If you've got a few dedicated spear people, I would say go for it when you get to the tech. Alright, we need to let a round pass for the, for that to kick in. Everyone is doing stuff, gathering. Yeah, we'll pull people off the fish since we're just gathering so much of that and we're sitting on so much of it. And we get another event. You are ambushed by orc bandits. They are charging at you and don't look eager to talk about it. You have only seconds to decide what to do. To arms! Fight! Drop your bags of weapons on the ground and run, hoping they will take the stuff and leave you be. Try to find their weakness or use your tactical skills to figure this out. Tactic fight? Or stop, you filth! Will you attack your own kin? This is my clan, so do not challenge us, lest you face Zorza's wrath as we put you to the dirt. So this we have because we have an orc in the group. So let's go ahead and do it. It's a tactical fight. The orcs attacking you slow down a bit, and some of them hesitate for a moment. Your own orc comrades says they will not stop the attack, but you have now gained a decent advantage, so your next move will be easier. Form up to withstand the orc's charge, or to arms and fight. You know what? I feel like just a straight-up fight. See what they have. Those are actually rather attractive orcs, all things considered. Considering that some of the, like, the other event has a rather quote-unquote sexily dressed orc while also being covered in scars, so yeah. And it's just 3 orc workers. Well, seems bad for you. I think ya done goofed. Unfortunately, Sergeant Joe is in, that hand. Dooley, on the other hand. And you get to go first. Now that's just rude. Alright, you get closer. And then Dooley, come on out. I am terrible. Let's see. Kichikun, do a little bit of damage. Lysane, do a little bit of damage. And I do not have any more spears. No more piercing. Elil, you follow up. These orc workers all look the same. Where's my orc worker? Over here. See, Karn looks different. I mean, there are multiple cards. Let's just get everyone else out now. The armor looks uncomfy on most of the orc ladies. Well, I think that kind of goes with fantasy female armor in general. The hell made them decide to take on an entire army? I don't know. Oh. 14 Dragon Bone. That's pretty nice. You have defeated the orc ambushers. You realize a few of them have broken their weapons in a last act before dying, but perhaps some can be salvaged. I got shadow armor already. It's super heavy. 5 exotic fruit, an ivory short sword that's bad quality. Let's get rid of that. And a monster crusher. Don't care about that. Gather up the goods and leave. Yeah, Dragon Bone, always worth it. 14 of them, too. 6 XP at 1 research point. Okay. Let's go ahead and unlock the topaz. And we'll go ahead and camp here. 315 for the Nimblewood, 243 for the Dryadwood, and 252 for the Topaz. We are going to be here for quite a while. Okay, now, we want Nimblewood more than anything else, so I don't need quite that much. 35... Yeah, that's good. Alright, we will get some of this every round, so that's good. And Sergeant Joe can just, you know, have a little fun on his own. You need all the Nimblewood, I know. We're also going to go up a level next, so that's nice. And there are 2 spots of topaz, of course. So that's good. An encounter back in town. A black cat is spotted rummaging through the barn. When it is caught, it runs off, but it seems to want you to follow it. Black cats are most commonly the familiars of witches, but there are several house demons or protective demons who can take up this form, like a Dola, who is a guardian spirit, or a Treasure, who can protect your farm's threshing and bring good fortune. Well, let's go ahead and follow the cat. You follow the cat for a bit, but realize it is just a cat. It runs outside, finds a ball of string, and plays. Oh, right. 2 XP, 1 research point. It's just a kitty. That's great, play with the kitty. Pat the kitty. Alright, before we take a look at some of the other stuff, before I forget, we want to gather things. Alright, everyone who's gathering, quit what you do, so we can redecide what we want. Look at all the fish, oh my lord. Oh my god, so many things. So many things we can gather. It's enough to make me want to take nothing but gatherers for a while when people start leveling up. Alright, don't care about the spider silk. I can gather that when necessary. Mortal Vision, gather some of that. Kieran Halcyon, gather some of the fruit. I would like some nuts, so Maria, gather some of that. Sierra Mike, I think that I am going to have you continue to gather wood. Lel Bunny, we got enough fish for now, so we don't need to gather more of that. Gathering more mushrooms would be good. Nuts equal mushrooms? Yeah, whatever. Splody mushroom harvest. It was the beige color that threw me off and made me say something different. We got enough herbs for now, but I can always gather that later. In fact, getting more fruit, I think, is going to be better. So, Kieran, what can we gather? It's actually kind of disappointing how much duplication there is here. We'll get more seaweed. Because we got the mushrooms. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, level ups. Dooley, Aeroyaru, Superlu, and Angel Kitty, all +1 health to 31, 20, 30, and 30. +1 intelligence for Karn to 6. +2 will for Dracophile to 23. +1 animal kinship for Farron to 1. New skill. +1 tactics for Eolil to 14. Up, caught up with you, Sierra Mike. We'll have to see if you pulled ahead. +1 stealth for Yuri to 7. Excellent. Sergeant Joe, +1 strength to 26. +2 animal kinship for MDB to 6. +2 medic for Kiji-kun to 4. +1 health for Sherry and Lysane to 21 and 22. And +1 intelligence for Denabre to 9. Excellent. And no, Sierra Mike, Eolil has caught up with you. +1 health for Sierra Mike, Cressons, and Edward to 25, 16, and 13. +1 gathering for DNA to 3, but I think DNA is currently helping out with the crafting, so yeah, it's not great. +1 strength for Ferris to 14, +1 will for Kieran Halcyon to 14, +1 herbalism for Maria to 6, +2 health for Lel Bunny to 22. +1 feint for Setsuna to 7. +1 craft for Long Mace to 15. That's excellent. +1 perception for Mortal Vision to 12. +2 speech for Iolo to 12. +2 distraction for Shift Derico to 4. +1 find weakness to Shamino, which is a new skill. And that is it. Stop challenging me to chess. Just keep it up or surpass you. It's only been like 5 levels that you haven't gotten a point in tactics. Well, you know, it happens. And Sergeant Joe will just continue to not do much at all. So, Topaz, Nimblewood, and Dryadwood. We're just getting 1 each. Now with that, we may want to redo what we are working here. So, nope, not the woodcutters. Okay, crafting, food-wise. Alright, so we have an infinite supply of that. So let's just put that on infinite. We've got an infinite supply of mushrooms, but not of... Well, we do have of meat, but it's slow going. So actually, we'll do this for now. Do infinite there. Infinite supply of these. So bump that, actually, bump that down, bump that down, bump that down. So that's good. Do we have a British yet? No, we do not. We're working on the Coasties Stabber, which will probably go in the woodcutters. Alright, 2 research points. Crafting-wise, let's go ahead and confirm that. I think the mushrooms work for one of these. So let's do that. And we could do artifacts. I mean, we can easily get more coal, so, yep, we'll do that. Have some more manufacturing choices. Artifacts are good indeed. British needs to be female. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. More Topaz, Nimblewood, and Dryadwood. And here we're getting lots of fruit, seaweed, mushrooms, lots of mushrooms, herbs, meat, and wood. Sounds good. Alright, we're just going to be passing a few turns. Okay, we did finish some crafting tools, so... equipment... There you go. So yeah, we can get some tools to give to Iolo and Edward. There we go. Another Lapiduc. We'll leave the creature to its task. Lysane awakes with +1 will, do 20. Very nice. 2 XP. And the night is quiet and calm, but suddenly the ground shakes beneath your feet without any warning. Get ready for trouble. You feel the grumbling of the earth and Mokosh's wrath is upon you. I wonder if these other options available for both of these happen if you worship Mokosh. Alright, 4 physical. We'll go ahead and do this. This is our village, but that's fine. We can actually use our poison effect there. However, we do not have much in the way of... Well, we have some first actions, actually. Alright, you do not, so you can counter-offense. You can actually first action Edward, so let's not do that. Let's try counter-tactic. Yep, we got rid of that. You'll put out your next one. That's okay. Because then we can confuse. And Edward, first actioned. And let's see. Long Mace, first actioned. DNA, first actioned. Cressons, first actioned. There we go. And Shimino, Kieran, and Lel Bunny. Gonna have to start building jello huts just to withstand all that ground jiggling. On the upside, when we are low on food, we can eat the huts too.